And that's that, you guys. Thomas Tuchel has been officially announced and confirmed by the club. He has become our new manager for the next 18 months because he signed an 18-month deal with the option to extend by a further 12 months. That's it, you guys. The announcement is finally over. We've been waiting all day for this news to come out. It's finally come out, and in this video today, I'm going to break down the news surrounding the announcement. I'm going to break down what Tuchel had to say about our previous manager and Frank Lampard, and what Marina had to say on the appointment of Thomas Tuchel. I think before I even continue on, of course, I'm still feeling upset that Lampard's gone, especially in the manner in which he left, but this has nothing to do with Tuchel. We have to keep an open mind, and the reality is every single season at this club, as it's been proven time and time again, it's about securing the objectives. It's about success. It's about winning. And of course, we can criticize the club behind, their methods behind leading towards success. However, the reality is we need to secure a top 4 finish. We need UCL football. Tuchel needs UCL football. And if you guys are happy with the appointment of Thomas Tuchel, then smash out that like button. And without wasting any more time, let's break down the news for today. Now, of course, we know that Tuchel signed an 18-month contract with a further option to extend by 12 months. At 5 PM today, he held a meeting with the entire squad. It's going to be interesting to hear what was revealed and what was spoken about, but you can imagine after the circumstances in which Lampard left and the divide that's currently happening behind the scenes. Tuchel does have a job on his hands, and having the entire team playing for him is the #1 key thing he has to do to, even get the hopes to get the success at the end of the season. But anyway, we now move on to the club's official website, and we're going to hear the first thoughts of Thomas Tuchel. As Tuchel states, "I would like to thank Chelsea FC for their confidence in me and my staff. We all have the greatest respect for Frank Lampard's work and the legacy he created at Chelsea. At the same time, I cannot wait to meet my new team and compete in the most exciting league in football. I am grateful now to be part of the Chelsea family. It feels amazing." And now to move on to what Marina Granovskaya had to say about the appointment of Tuchel. As she states, "It is never easy to change head coach in the middle of the season, but we are very happy to secure one of Europe's best coaches in Thomas Tuchel. There is still much to play for and much to achieve this season and beyond. Welcome Thomas to the club." And of course, at this point in time right now, past 6 PM, Tuchel is leading the first training session with his new squad. So everything's happening right now, you guys, thick and fast, and we're going to be seeing Tuchel in the dugout in tomorrow's game versus Wolves. So I've released a big match preview breaking down the predicted lineups we could be seeing from Tuchel. It's going to be interesting to see what he brings and what he does different to Frank Lampard. But now, you guys, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on the signing of Thomas Tuchel. And that's that, you guys. The news has been confirmed and announced. Thomas Tuchel is our new manager. We are going to see him in tomorrow's game versus Wolves, and right now I've released a massive predicted lineup and preview based on some of the things we might see Tuchel doing in the game tomorrow. So I think now, giving my thoughts and opinions on the signing, I'll keep things real, you guys know I'm not here about lying. Of course, I'm upset that Lampard left, especially in the circumstances. However, when you're a Chelsea fan, you learn to develop that type of thick skin. We've had a history of doing this. It's going to continue to happen into the future. And even though I feel upset, of course, this has nothing to do with Thomas Tuchel. It's not his fault. He wasn't there, forcing the club to sack Frank. He's got every single right to go for the job he wants to go for because he is a great top-class tactician that has proven that he can win. He's proven that he has a style of football that can breed success. And even though there were some eventual bottlenecks at Paris Saint-Germain, I'm not going to hold him too strongly against that because, when you've got characters and players like Neymar and Mbappe, a lot of times at Paris Saint-Germain, Tuchel had to find alternative systems and find unique ways to allow these players to have their full creative expression and freedom to attack and do what they want, whilst the rest of the players had to defend and pick up their slack. So in a sense, I'm probably sure that Tuchel's happy that he doesn't have to continue to tinker and find these unique ways to get the best out of these guys, because at this club, with the players that Frank Lampard has left here too, the players that have come from the academy, some of the new signings that have been integrated into the team as well, we have characters here that will work for the team, that can run, They can press, and Tuchel won't have to worry about big name characters causing them issues or grief here. So based on that context, I think Tuchel can do something at this club. It's going to be interesting to see how he works alongside the younger players and what type of academy players he's going to use too. Talk something out that Billy Gilmour might be leaving on loan. I'll have some separate thoughts and opinions on that, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to be angry because, Tuchel still has responsibilities he has to fulfill for the boards. They want him to integrate some of the other signings back into the team as well, whilst finding a way to get the results, to get a top 4 finish. And, of course, next season, there's supposed to be a title challenge from him. So Tuchel has come to the club at a time where he can't really afford to make mistakes. He has to get things running immediately. This is why the club took the drastic action to relieve Lampard of his duties straight away, because they believe that Tuchel is the guy that can come in and do something immediately and turn the team's fortunes around. So we are going to find out whether Tuchel has this in him. We are going to find out if Tuchel knows what he can bring to bring those changes to the team. This is a guy that's had previous history, liaising with the club, speaking to them. I mean, it's not the first time that we've shown interest in Tuchel. I mean, there's a reason why this move happened so quickly in the space of no time whatsoever. And he's demonstrated that he does have an understanding of, some of the figures and processes at the club already. So hopefully that does give him an advantage when it comes to naturally acclimatizing to a new country and a new league. But of course, Tuchel, young manager, he's managing Germany in France. It'll be interesting to see how he copes alongside other great managers in the Premier League. The Premier League is starting to become that type of league that all the top managers want to play in and battle against each other. Not only is the money good, we know that, but it's a chance to really test yourself against other great tacticians. And with Tuchel, I kind of see him as a bit of like a German Pep Guardiola in the sense that he likes to have his positional play, but at the same time, he gives that freedom to the players too. I do think that there could be some potential bottlenecks that Tuchel will have to find solutions for. Of course, Werner and Kai. People will be looking at Tuchel to find a way to get the best out of them immediately. Now, one thing that could work in his favour is that he has no ties with existing players, so we could see Tuchel doing something completely drastic. We know with Kai Havertz, back last season for Leverkusen, when he stepped up in the second half, he was playing in the right-hand side channel and was playing as a false 9. Could we see something drastic? A 4-2-2-2 with Kai playing off alongside Timo Werner? Would that be a surprise? But at the same time, regardless of Kai and Werner's potential and their ability, they still need their time getting used to the Premier League. And I think one thing we're starting to see this season in particular is that a lot of the signings that came from abroad have kind of struggled to find their full form and fitness immediately. So I do feel like Tuchel will probably understand that, will respect that. He's probably going to hope that these guys are going to be fully fit and ready to fire. But it'll be interesting to see what solutions he finds with the same set of players that Frank Lampard had. But I think one thing that we could expect is a lot of formation changes as the season goes on. I can't even comprehend to even start to begin with what Tuchel could be doing with the lineups and with the formations. But, one thing I do know is that I feel like for Tuchel to be able to continue his work into the next season, I think from a logical point of view, he might have to prioritize the results first. So maybe we could be seeing more back three formations. I feel like that's something we could see. We've got a lot of defenders right now, and considering that some of the new signings we've made, they're not perfect when it comes to pressing from the top. Tuchel might be thinking, I'm not going to be taking that risk. I don't have to take any risk. I'm just here to get us over the finishing line, and my finishing line is a top 4 finish and securing UCL football. If I can do that, I can continue my work into next season. And you guys, when it comes to some of the exciting signings and bits of information in regards to next season transfer plans, Tuchel, he's going to want to maintain his job here. He wants to extend his job here. Of course, having the option to extend by a further 12 months, that is something you definitely know that he wants to exercise, and he wants that triggered because he has an absolutely amazing opportunity at Chelsea right now. Not only do we have some fantastic up-and-coming young players that are most definitely, a lot of these guys are going to reach that world-class level. He's got other attacking players that can fulfill his tactical needs, and on top of that as well, he's at a club that have the money to invest. He's at a club that want to see that type of attacking, fluid, sexy style of football. If Tuchel can take us over the crossing line, If he gets us that top 4 finish, then the job may be his. And potential rumours, potential news of maybe a Nagelsmann move in the future. So if there's one man that can do it, it is Thomas Tuchel based on what he's shown so far. But at the same time, there are pros and cons behind him. I'm not going to speak about that right now. Let's just, be excited about a top quality manager coming in to hopefully get our season back and running again, you guys. But anyway, on that note, expect there to be a ton more videos coming out tomorrow, this entire week. It's been a mad period, you guys. Don't forget to watch the match preview I've released as well. But on that note, you guys, I'm in the FC. This is Blue Lions TV. Welcome to Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel. I'll see you guys later for some more videos.